A very good morning to all the project coordinators, the school team who has joined today for the session Software Readiness Meet. Today we are going to discuss about Lycee portal configuration, and I welcome each one of you to understand this final stage preparation. Right. So today in the session, what are the things we are going to do? I know the schools. I can see in the chat, the schools has joined in from all the different part. I can see from APS Amritsar, Mr. Assis sir is available. We have got from Loyola School Jamshedpur. I think all the schools are putting up their informations in the chat. Great. Please keep mentioning that. And we'll see that we can provide you the right solution today because this session is designed especially by understanding your concern from different schools, different kinds of concerns was coming up that was accumulated by our team, and we all have come up together with a solution. So today in the session, you will find out all the questions answered. You will understand the process flow and everything which is required for you to understand. Okay. So let me begin this session and tell you the agenda of this today's topic. Today's agenda is applicable for both kind of school, generation 1 school and generation 2 schools, right? So as a final preparation, we'll talk about the Lycée portal. That means how we should be able to make sure the data are up to date there. In what is the flow of G1 school classroom this year, and what is the flow for the G2 school classroom? Okay, because the G1 schools has got a different flexible timetable model. G2 school has got a same like last year, the fixed timetable models. But a very important is topics we wanted to uh, explain you, so that you should not make a a kind of small mistakes also in the portal. For example, I'm just giving example to you. We have received a call where a school has uploaded the latest grade 8 data without promoting the previous year student from 8 to 9th, and that has led to the confusion and it has increased the work for them. So this all things needs to be really taken care, and today I think Lycée portal is the first area which we are going to talk about. And if there are project coordinators who joined as a new project coordinator or the new DTHL coordinator who wanted to understand this process completely. That means how the end-to-end process takes place. I can do that live also today and show you end-to-end process so that you can see me how I'm doing and you can actually practice it also in your school level. And schools who are not able to join today, they can also watch the recording. The session recording will be sent immediately after the session. And also, we'll try to rerun this event one more time so that you can have the recordings one more time so you can join in the session, right? Number two part, we'll talk about 11-year portal. That is also very important. And what is the support, how, where to reach out and how the supports can be provided. So let me begin the session with showing you certain process flow. First, understand the operation flow. Then we will go into the software, right? We will do the live activities. And after the live activities, we will definitely wait for some maybe the maximum question and answer. We'll take it forward from you. Whatever the question you are asking it, that question will definitely try to show you the solution live. Okay. And after the question answer, which is regarding this Lycée portal, we will move our session to the closer, right? So let's take it forward from here. Let's try to understand about the operating process of this portal. Now, Lycée is a software which is to be used by one person, one nominated person from the school. Okay. In many schools, the project coordinator are the nominated person. In many school, the project coordinator is a nominated person, but maybe they are not very much tech savvy. So they take the help of DTHL coordinators also. The DTHL coordinators are the people who are a little bit on the IT. Um, they're used to IT systems and they're used to this Excel sheet uploads, configurations. So they are the IT teachers. So they are also been involved into this process. This is again an internal call of the school whom they wanted to make them give them the rights to do it. Okay. But this should be only used by the one nominated person of the school, this portal, right? Now, the portal URL is www.lycee.in. Okay. In this portal, there are entire configuration of the projects we should be able to do it. Number one, we should be able to see that the portal should be logged in with the ID and password which was registered before. Now, uh, what is happening here is one more challenges we have faced from the school is the previous project coordinators have logged in and they have created the account here in this portal by providing their email address, by providing the username and password. But project coordinator has left the school. And because of that reason, they were not able to sign into the system. That is also one of the major concern which was coming up. So this I wanted to really put forward to all the people who are listening this. Please create internal SOPs to make sure that whoever is using this portal, they have got two ways of login. Okay. Number one way is login ID and password. There is a custom login ID and password. Somebody can create it. For example, Prashant J. Password could be some XYZ. This is custom ID password, which can be used by anybody in the school system who has got the access to. It doesn't require OTP, it doesn't require anything. So this ID password should be available or should be submitted to the principal desk or to the school administration team so that if any person is changing also, they can be getting this ID password to operate in the system. Okay, will not have any problem. But if somebody has logged in from their email address, their personal email address, and they have left the school. Still, if we know that ID and password, we can log in and we can change the email address of the new project coordinator. That can be also done. Okay. And if you're not finding any solution, then also you have a support team, which is the backend, which can help you out. But important step here is you should log in to this portal. That is the first important area of the portal login. Number two area should be you should be able to, once you are logged in, the responsibilities started for you. That means you should have the photographs available to you, the infrastructure, the prerequisite photographs of the project. If the school is G2 school, you know that a classroom photograph is required, a computer operational computer lab photograph is required, admin room photographs is required, and it requires to have a very clear cut photograph of infirmary room. It requires a photograph of internet and power backup. This all is a part of evidence that a school is ready with the system, right? And this images should be done in two ways, before and after, right? Before means before having the devices, before the classroom painted, how this classroom, which classroom you are allocated, that is the first picture. Now, after you did the activity, after the classroom has got the devices and you have got everything done, you can keep updating these photos, right? So that when our project manager or anybody wanted to see, look after your portal, they should always get a up to date information. Now we have got a very much concern that when many schools had this problem that photographs are not updated, only the old photographs are maintained without the painted classroom, without the things. So this all creates a very negative impression about the schools, uh, how the photos has been uploaded. That's the one area, right? So when you logged into the portal, the number one thing is the photograph of infrastructure prerequisite. Second feature, you are getting the student roster, staff roster sheet, right? Where it will ask you to upload the student data, staff data, all those things. Once you upload the student data, staff data, next step will be you can assign the student to the classes. The classes option will be there where you can assign the student to the classes. Once this all process has been taken care, you can go ahead and create the student login ID password, the staff login ID password, and you can issue the ID passwords to the students and parents or the teachers to log in. Right? Assign them the right licenses. This is how the process, the first operation takes place. Second operation is towards the classroom. If it is G2 school, you can have a complete planner available to you where you can actually attach the timetable. You can actually have got a predefined timetable where you can you can assign some teachers on this timetable who can be the mentors, right? And mentors will be able to conduct the classroom after 20 minutes of session completed. You already have got the planner. So after 20-minute sessions completes, the mentor should take over the classroom and explain the students the why of the topic, connecting the topic to the real world solutions, connecting the topics, clarifying the doubts to the students, giving them some project work. So it's their time which they can take it forward from there, right? If it's a G1 school, they have the opportunity to create a flexible timetable. Example, um, they have a topic like digital literacy as a skill subject. Now, that is skill subject they wanted to conduct on, I'm just giving example, on Sunday. Okay, Sunday for the students. They can schedule a time on Sunday, so and so time as per their timetable, and they will be able to conduct. Right. So this is the advantage which a G1 school has got it of a flexibility. But G2 again has got a very comprehensive delivery where academics, skills, and health programs comes together, and all the multiple skills programs comes together. So that is how the overall flow which is required. So how to log in, as you know, before I get into the system, um, visit the https lycee.in website, log in with their ID and password. Or if you don't remember the login ID and password, you forget your password, you have still the option to log in with the email address, registered email address. Both options are available with you. Okay. But today, suppose you are able to successfully log into the system, you must submit the credentials, whether it's a login ID password or the email ID which is used, to the school administrative team, so that if anybody forgetting the ID password, they can always get the information from there. Right? That's one of the important area. Number three, you can go and upload the infrastructure and see that all records are up to date. Right? So now it comes to the student setup. Okay. Now this is also one of the area which is going to be there. Just a second. I'll just check it out. So, student data setup. Okay. Now, in this area, what is going to happen is we have you have to upload students, approve students, generate Lycee ID, and generate intra ID. These four steps are very, very important for you. Whenever you upload a student, these four steps has to be followed. Upload students, approve students, generate Lycee ID, and generate intra ID for them to log in. Right? And before uploading anything, check the student record first. Do not upload a duplicate data. Check the student record first. Promote the previous batch of students before importing. Avoid duplicate classroom entries. This is very important for you to understand. Okay. When it comes to the staff and classroom operation, again, the same way the student we uploaded, same way staff also has to be uploaded. So staff also needs to be uploaded exactly the same way. Staff data to be uploaded. That means you can upload the staff, approve, generate Lycee ID, generate intra ID, close the chapter. When it comes to the student, then come to the other operation of the classroom. There you need to map. Once you upload a student data in the beginning, it doesn't map to any classroom. It just upload it. Then there is a method called classroom mapping, where you can go and map the student to the classroom, add the timetable to it, add the resources, teachers, and then you can have the instructor time started. Then you can log into the 11-year portal. Those who are, this is the last area before we go to the live topic. This is the for the flexible options. Okay, those school who has opted for G1 program, there are total 199 schools has opted for G1 program, and that is the internal. Like we don't you don't have to send a request. Also, the internal background, the mapping process is completed, right? So mapping process is completed there. You don't have to request for it. But if a school is going for the G1 program from the G2 program, okay, so in this case, they have an option in the portal called planner configuration request. They can just send a button click, the request is sent, it will be approved, and you get a flexible timetable options, right? So this is how the entire system will be completely look like. Now, before I get into the live activity, I just wanted to see the chat section. If any questions, any doubts are there before I go and do the complete live activity. So Take some time. I think you can take 2 3 minutes time to post some doubts which commonly you have got it, so that I can cover up in my live activity. Can we promote the existing student of 8 and 9, then add a new students in class? And how many students can we add new students in class 8? If all interests in same, what is the difference between okay, it is not a same. I think you will get a clarity today. That's a question of Pooja ma'am. So, sir, kindly clarify about the G1 groups. For G1 groups, okay. Already uploaded the pics as required initial. Yes, are we supposed to do it again? Yes, after if the initial pics you have uploaded, that is the prerequisite, right? Before joining the program, you know that you have to have a minimum infrastructure requirement that you have uploaded. But just to upload in the portal and keep updated, I suppose the PASIM has been given to your school and you have put in the photograph, and if tomorrow that kind of health kiosk has been given in the infirmary room, that is also again updated information. Laptops will be given that photograph. So all the infrastructure photograph, it is always better to upload it and keep it there for this process. Okay, I can see that a lot of good questions has come in. I'll try to definitely cover up this all questions, and then I again retake the questions at end. Okay, so let's get into the live activity. Okay, now your focus definitely is required here. I will go as slow as possible to make you understand this portal very well. So the URL of the portal, it's http://lycee.in. This portal will be open up for you. Okay. This is for your project coordinator or any nominated schools person who should be able to use it. They should be a little bit on the technical side people, which is required to use this portal. But even a person who is not very technical, but still, if they understand the flow, they can also guide, they can also supervise the people who is there next to them so that they cannot do mistakes, right? So it is not only for the people who is very tech savvy, they can use it, but for the people who can understand the flow, they can also see it. So when you come to this portal for a for a new school, basically this is a process driven system where a new school has got a process of initially registering it. Okay, suppose they have not registered in the project, they have their school data is not there till now, so they have the process of registering. So if I am a IT person in your school, I will first do the registration by clicking on the registration button, and I will select, okay, I am the institution admin, and I will do the my registration. Once I do my registration completed, I will have the option to add my school. Okay, which school I am going to be part of it, and then it is subject to approval. Then the approval process takes place, and then school gets a unique Lycee code for a school. Right? Every school gets a unique Lycee code once it is approved. Now I am coming to the process of once your school is approved and you have already going to log in from the portal, right? Now, what is the portal login option? You have got email ID and username. These two options are there, right? Now, see, this is the main mistakes which is happening. Some people try to log in from their email address. And example, I'm the IT person of the school, and I have a email address called prashant@gmail.com, and I will send a OTP. Today I'm in a school, tomorrow I might not be in the school. Okay, I can change the school. But what will happen? Always the OTP will come to this email address because it's a first time registered email address. So what is the safest area? While registering, a username and password is also one of the important things. If you notice this screen, when you have to register first time, you have getting an option here called create your own login name and create your own password. Okay, it could be anything, something like this, Prashant J password, anything which I wanted to enter. So this will be the my institution login ID and password. Very simple to maintain it. And if we have that access, Tomorrow, what we can do, we can click on login. So example, I never log in with my email address and OTP. I'll try to log in with the username and password, which is easy for me to remember. So what I can do is I log in from my personal system. Let's say, okay, I have just logged in with one ID and one password. It immediately logged into my dashboard, which shows that the school name and details, which is going to come up here. Right now, I can go to the institution area. This is my profile area. Suppose I am able to log in with my ID password. This is important screen for you. I can go ahead and change the email address of a registered project coordinator, right? So example, if my earlier email address is given like this and a new person is assigned to this job, what I will do? I will try to change the email address to some other people, and then I will have to option to change it. So there is an option directly, it will not give you like the same problem you will face when you try to type, it will not happen. So go for edit option. It will give you the editing option. You can change here the email address of the other person which you required, or even if school email address you wanted to get always the OTP, that email address you can provide it here. So it is allowable. The changes can be done, right? Next, when you come down, you have login ID and password changing option also given. So suppose you are getting into the system, you wanted to change everything and you wanted to take the journey forward from here properly, you can even change the login ID and change the password. So all three things, login credential could be changed in the profile section of the, I will use the term called project coordinator, or I will say the institution admin. That's a better terminology to use. Institution admin can go and log in. Okay. Now, when we come to the institution, we have option to select our institution here. Now, I have added two institution here. One, I have added Lycee School CBSE. One is Lycee School ICSE. Why I choose this two school is because CBSE, I will try to demonstrate you the process of G2 program. G2 program, you are aware about academics, skills, and health is coming into picture. And ICC, like I'm putting it for the G1 program, which is only the skill subject, right? So that's why the two schools I have kept. Okay. But you will have only one school option like in your login. But just to demonstrate, I'm trying to use the two school. Let me choose a school here called CBSE first, right? The moment I choose a school, you will notice that a blue color option will be enabled. If you don't choose the school, that option will not be enabled for you. So suppose I log in, I refresh the page again because the school is selected right now. This challenge is also I have seen some people have faced it. So when they sign in first time, go to the institution, you will notice that there is no option coming here, left hand side. And that also comes to our support team that why I'm not getting any option. Okay. So just try to change here, the select the school name and the option will be appearing the moment you select because all the settings related to that school should appear. That's the reason it was disabled earlier. Now, this is the Lycee School CBSE infrastructure is the first option which you should be able to upload it, right? So what is the infrastructure upload? If I click on infrastructure, it is asking you to upload four photographs, right? Classroom, infirmary room, computer lab, admin room. This four photographs is required with some descriptions and with some classroom images. Now in many schools, I have seen the old photographs is still there. Okay. So what you can do is you can upload actually multiple images here. You have the option of like selecting the file. I'm just giving example to you that let's say my file is, this is my file number one. Okay, this is the heavy file. I'll just try to select a within 200 KB. File is above 500 KB, it seems. Let me just recheck it out if I can reduce the file or compress the file before uploading. Okay, so I have just uploaded a file, which is I compressed it. So the file has been uploaded. So this I'm just for demonstration purpose, I'm uploading one of the file just to show you. This is for G2 school where they have uploaded the before photograph and after photograph. But before photograph, it's like I'm doing it for the for a comparison purpose. But you can actually upload multiple files. Before photographs, you must have uploaded like this of the classroom, or the classroom has got the things. But after photographs with the PASM, you must have uploaded like this, where it is clearly seen, okay, you have got a power backup in the classroom so that the devices cannot be damaged with the help of with any kind of like natural disaster. It cannot be damaged. So you have got a power backup, you have internet in the room. All those things is well set up, right? So this is something which is classroom photograph. So, and some descriptions are there which you can upload it here. So once it is done, you can actually again add more. You can have the option of adding button and adding more options. So if you have second photograph also, you can again upload it. So 2, 3 photographs could be uploaded here. Once done, you can click on save. Infrastructure added successfully. So what will happen when anybody reviews your school system? It can be easy for them to check, and for you also to have a record. It is good. Likewise, when you have to upload the infirmary room photograph, you can again use the same method to upload the infirmary room photograph. Now, where is the infirmary room photograph in this examples? I will just reduce the size because the size should be less than 500 KB. So that I will reduce it and then we will do it. It's almost done. Last picture I'm uploading. Okay. Now this is infirmary. We can just select the image. Where is the image? And this is, let's say, the infirmary room. It is also showing that before getting the profile access device, how the room look like, and how after the infirmary room, how the room is looking like. That is also uploaded here. The photograph with some description, that infirmary room. And likewise, we have got, let's say, the computer lab. Computer lab photograph also could be uploaded from this picture. Okay, the size is heavy. Okay, anyways, I'll skip it out. You got it, the idea about how the infrastructure could be uploaded, and similar infrastructure could be done for the ICC, or I can talk about the G1 school. When it comes to G1 school, the classroom photograph is you can upload the audiovisual room photograph, which has been asked in the project. So you can always go to the option, and if I have got a audiovisual room, that can be uploaded, because uh, in the audiovisual room, again, you are be getting the passive device. And like previously, if suppose a projector has been used in that room, a passive has been uh, passive will be supplied there. So that is the one thing which is needs to be taken care. Okay, now that is one example. Likewise, another photo I'll try to add here under the composite skill lab also. So if trying to add a photograph inside the infirmary, infrastructure, upload image. So this is inside the skill lab, you can upload the picture of, okay, it is not again the size. So this is an example where like a school has been asked to put a furniture in the school campus, and then complete composite skill lab will be set up, right? So before and after photograph is just like to show you the illustration. So this is what has been expected from the school side to do it and upload it here. And once you do, you save it. Then you go back again, upload it, whatever you wanted to upload it. You go to the institution, infrastructure, update infrastructure. If it is a classroom, select the file, audiovisual room. This one has been done, save it. So end of the day, you can have everything like means classroom or computer lab, anything can be always available there. If you add more photo, you can add more photos. So that is the first thing of login related activities and infrastructure upload activities. Now, what is again common for both of them is staff student upload. Okay. Now let's take example of student upload first. This is the student upload area. Now here you can find out the students has been uploaded. The classes has been assigned here, but we have to check whether first 8 standard students should promoted to the ninth or not before uploading the new data. That's the important area, right? For that, what we should do? We should be able to check it out here. It's still showing in 8 standard. For example, these 3 students are still showing in 8 standard. What we should do in this case? We will go back here, go to the master. We have option of classes, right? So we will be able to go to the class and select the class like 8A, view, framework, students, right? All the students, 3 students are showing in a 8 standard, correct? Now these 3 students has to be transferred from 8 to ninth. Then only the class will get empty, right? Then only you can add the new students into it. Suppose they are the last year students. In this case, what you should do? You have the option of a student transfer. In this case, you can select all the students and you have an option of transfer the 2 classes. But here no class is coming. Why? Because in my system, only 8 standard is created right now. Ninth is not created, right? So once we create a ninth, we will be able to move because it's like a container, one container to another container, we have to move the students. So once from 8 standard to ninth, it will be moved, 8 will be empty, and then we can upload the fresh students in the classroom. So how it can be done? Let's see this process. This is one ideal scenario. We can go to the master. We can go to the section first. Step to follow section. We have already section created A, B, C, D. Sections are already there in the system. If not there, you can add a section here. Something like section called hybrid, save. So one section has been added here. Now what is going to happen? You can go ahead and click on master, create a class. How to create a class? Big button is there. Click on create and you just provide the class name, grade ninth, short name ninth A, standard is ninth standard hybrid. You get all this requisite from our system. And board again, you can choose here. It's the CISC or ICSC or CBSC. Section, you can choose here. Okay, they are going into the hybrid section or they are going to the A section. Save it. So you have created a class called ninth A section, right? And you can generate by clicking on this plus icon, you can generate the Lycee ID, and you can also generate the once it is saved, you can also click on generating the now ninth A is coming here. You can view ninth A, and you can even generate their Lycee ID, and you can even generate the intra ID. You can see this button. The moment you click, intra ID generated and email is sent. So this becomes the ninth standard intra ID, right? So same way, eighth standard also has got a unique intra ID. What is the relevance of this intra ID? Because this ID will be used to log into the passive device when the classroom is going on, whether it's a skill lab, whether it's a G1 school or G2 school, the classes they can join with this ID and the password. Where is the password? Password is again you can reset from here or send as email to your email address. That means institution admin email address. So for example, I will try to log into my Outlook. Right now I've logged into my Outlook, uh, but I can try to send a email for 8 standard one more time. So it will send out an email. This I can send it by resetting the password also. Maybe I can institution send to institution admin successfully. Now, institution admin email address is already mentioned in the profile. You have seen it, the profile picture. You have got a email address. So in this particular email address, the ID and password will be received. You can see we have received an email address and password, the email address and intra ID, password, everything it has come up here, right? So using this, I can log into the passive. That's the one thing which you need to be very clear in your mind. So now let's go back to the class again. Since we created the ninth standard now, this ninth standard is created. Okay, everything is set up. Now we should move the eighth standard to the ninth standard. We go to the master, we go to the classes, and we select the eighth standard first, framework, the students. Now students are coming here. We will choose the option student transfer. All three students should be moved to ninth A. Now, as you can see, the option is coming up, ninth A. Why? Because we have created a class. Now, if we submit it, students transferred from 8th to ninth, right? Now, 8th standard don't have a student. And when you go back to the master of a student, the classes has been updated to the ninth standard, right? So you know that 8th standard, there is no students I have uploaded so far. So what I will do, if this is a situation, we will first upload the students here. There is an option of uploading students using this options. So you have an option of like downloading the template. Downloading the template without a Lycee ID, you can download it. Okay. Without Lycee ID, you can download it and then import the sheet without Lycee ID. So both combination you can try it out. Without Lycee ID, you download. Without Lycee ID, you upload. So you can go and click on download without Lycee ID. When you click on a button, it gives you the option to download a CSV file. See, it is downloaded. And now what you can do, you can straight away go to your system and you can upload it. Upload without Lycee ID. Now, how it look like, that also I'll show it to you. I'll just share my entire screen for that you can see it properly. Now you can see this screen has got a uh, sheet downloaded. This sheet I am trying to add it here. So this is my data. Okay, for 8 standard. Let's say these are the student names are been given here. Some more students I'm trying to add it here. Like example, 008 or 009 is the student ID. I'm putting a name here, student name, let's say Manish. Manish Kumar, male, date of birth in this format, you can mention it. Uh, then class, you can mention. Then again, date of date of birth and date of admission has been mentioned. Right now, suppose you don't have initial data, right data with you, and you have to upload immediately. That is also one method you can try. You can give a right now a any any common date of birth or email address. Suppose you don't have data, you can import it in the system, and system will allow you to upload it when you have a data. That also process is available. I'll show you that also how it happens. But the moment you upload this data, you have phone numbers. Phone number should be unique again. So I'm just trying to put a unique phone number and unique email address. Right. I'm just putting a unique information here. Okay. So this is the information we have entered, and make sure the country should be also mentioned well, proper, full India. Some people are facing the problem in country implode and all those things. So once it is done, I am just saving this Excel sheet. And this is the path where my Excel sheet is maintained. So I will go back to my portal, use the option without Lycee ID, because Lycee ID we don't have, correct? So we'll try to use the option of with. Okay, just allow me a second. Upload with Lycee ID, correct? So let me just allow me a second. Upload without Lycee ID option. I will try to choose it. It will ask me to upload a file. Click on upload file. And where is my file? This is my file. Okay, just import it. It gives me that everything is perfect. File verified successfully. Would you like to upload? Many people face problem here by maybe they are not having the right, they're not entering the right country name. But as I showed in the template, if you maintain in that way, you'll never have this challenges. Once done, you can click on upload. Immediately your 40 students data will be uploaded in the portal, and you can view all the information here in the master. Under the student, you can find out all the students data which is uploaded. But here is the catch. It is showing that all student classes is NA, NA. Why? Because still we have not assigned them the classes. We have imported. It's a like roster where we uploaded data. We have not assigned the classes. That's why it's coming as NA. So now we have a choice of assigning them the classes. Before assigning them the classes, we should also approve their credentials, right? So we have an option here, as I'd shown you in the initial flow, that once you upload data, what is the next step? You approve, you generate Lycee ID, you generate entry ID. So let's do this process very quickly. Approve, selecting all my students and clicking on submit. Done. Lycee ID, selecting all my students. Okay, selecting all my students, or I'm just randomly selecting the students of only 8 standard which I wanted, selecting all of them and generating a Lycée codes. Likewise, intra ID, generate intra ID, selecting all my students and generating my intra ID. This creates a Microsoft credential for me. It will take some time for generating. Beautiful. So it has been generated. Now you have option of deleting, you have option of discontinue, okay, discontinue the students or readmit students, right? Delete, you can do it before generating the approval, before doing the, suppose some mistake, some by mistake you have uploaded some data, you have option of deleting it, okay? But if intra IDs are generated, that means student is already been approved and they are a part of the school, then it will not allow you to delete. Then only the option available to you is discontinue, okay? Remember the difference between the delete and discontinue. Then you have the option of using this email to send the email, or you have also an option to export intra ID. That means whatever has been generated, you have option to download the student credential in Excel sheet. So this credential can be available here. You can see all the student name, whatever data we have imported, that is coming up, and their email address and their password, everything is coming up here, right? Which I can easily share with my students. So you got it, how exactly this part has been taken care. Last but not least, you have seen that date of birth has got the deficiencies and problems was there, right? We have not entered a right information in the beginning because of data import process. So next time what I can do is I will have option of downloading data with Lycee ID. That means the Lycee ID becomes a unique entity. If suppose whenever you want to update your records, you can download data with Lycee ID. Just click on download. It downloads a new Excel sheet with every data is filled up with the Lycée ID of the students. And then you can apply the changes here. Just to give you the example. Now, normally it is not allowing you to editing. What you should do, click on review, unprotect the sheet. The changes can be allowed. Okay, review and unprotect the sheet. Now you can do the changes. So example, I am just changing here, some changes here, 6. Okay, or I'm just putting here 7. So date of joining is 7 July. I'm updating for every students. And if I'm trying to upload something like father name is full name father. Okay, some changes I have done. What next? When I upload the data, upload with Lycée ID. Upload. Where is my file? Maybe in downloads. When we upload this time with Lycée ID, okay, maybe the some information is missing. Okay, joining date is becoming actually the more than today's date, right? That's the reason it is giving me the error. So this error will not allow you to save. So what is the responsibility for me again? I will go back to my download sheet, correct the data. Instead of July, I should give the date to June. I cannot give the future date of joining. So that is a validation. Again, I will remove this file, upload the file once again, and retry. This time, without any error, it has given me the process, and I will click on upload. File uploaded. Now, when you check the data, you will find out the date of admission has been updated for all the students, which is from the present class is NA. Can you see it? Last column. It has been updated. So what does it mean? Even if you upload a mistake data or wrong data or missing data in the beginning, you still have choice to update it in the future, right? That's an important area which I really wanted to show and do it and show it to you how it can be done. For that, you have to download data with Lycée ID and do the changes in the Excel sheet, but do not change the Lycée ID. Do other column changes and re-upload the same sheet. All records will be updated. You don't have to manually update anything. Even the email address, everything will get updated, right? Now, what we did so far, we have done some student operation. We have, if I just reiterate what we did, we have first created a section, created a class, grade 9th, transferred all my old data to the 9th class. I created my empty classroom 8. Then I imported data. That data we have done approval, generation of Lycée ID, generation of intra ID. All those IDs has been generated. We have exported the IDs, password, everything. And even we have updated all the records also, right? But still the classes is coming as NA. Why? Because Maybe it has not been, added to the portal properly. Maybe it has not been mapped to the classroom. So what I should do? I should go back to the master, and from here the real operation started. Okay, from here the real operation starts for G1 and G2 school. This is the important area. The first area you have understood. The same process is applicable for the staff also. Now we are getting into the classes. This is my class. I am interested to do right now first with the 8 standard. Let's click on view. It shows 8 class, everything. I got the intra ID of the class 8 also. Why I am getting it? Because I will use to log into the passive. Because I will get all the topics planner, everything. Because this ID has got all my classroom schedules available. Click on framework. Student, no students. What I will do? Click on create button and add all my students, which is I have recently uploaded in the portal. 6 students, add. The moment your students has been added to the 8 standard 8, your classes will be reflected here called 8A, right? So you can easily filter them 8A. Now, I hope you got a clarity that why NA is coming up, right? So we are trying to solve the doubts also on the step-by-step process, that how exactly the doubts which you may be facing it can be solved and how it could be done, the delete button, discontinue buttons, and all the doubts. Now let's get into the area of classes. Class 8 view framework. Now this is G1 school. G1 school has got more options. The timetable is available for the G1 school, right? A timetable option has been given and all those things. I'll just show you the example of G2 school, what is going to come. If I go to the institution, CBSE, master, class, 8, view, framework. You can see here, it has got student, transfer, resource allocation, event holiday, planner, hybrid class scheduler. This is like last year. But G1 has got something else. First, let me talk about G2. Okay. So G2, whether in this school I have got a student or not. Yes, I have got one student in this classroom. It's still fine. I don't have to transfer the students in this school. It's fine. I will not transfer it. Okay, one student is there. I don't have to transfer it. Resource allocation. What does it mean? G2 school has to add the master timetable in their timetable sheet. Then only students and classroom will be able to see the timetable in their 11-year portal. If not done, this process is not done, you cannot see anything on the 11-year. This problem also came from one of the school project coordinator. He mentioned that I am using the last year 11-year ID, sorry, the intra ID and password on the portal, on the classroom passive, but I am not able to see any kind of classroom which is scheduled for 1st of July. So because in your system, the project coordinator or the institution admin has not imported this year timetable. Now, what is the this year timetable? Now, I'm pretty sure that I have got somewhere the timetable. Let me see. Timetable, if I get it. Yeah, this is the timetable of this year, right? This is for class 8. You can see, unlike last year, the class starts from 9 o'clock to 9:20. This I'm talking about for G2. 9 to 9:20, 9:20 to 10, 10 to 10:40. Then again, this thing, and Monday has got initial first period is a readiness period where thought of the day has been explained to the students. Very important topic. It explains more of the moral value side of it. Then, if any celebration, because India is a diverse country, you know that every city, every country, every state has got some occasions, some remembrance, some festivals. So all those things will be also explained on this period, right? So that is the first period, the setting of time. Then the classes starts like math, history, and timing is 9:20 to 10, all those things. So what can happen here is you can go to the create button and you have got everything available here. Like Monday, you have got Morning connect, thought of the day. Then Monday, second period is mathematics, history, short break, biology, English language, digital literacy, artificial intelligence is Monday period. Let me check it out. What is there for Wednesday? Wednesday has got maths, geography, chemistry, civics, financial literacy, and career guidance. These are the subjects are there, right? For Wednesday. The similar thing is available to the school planner, Wednesday, maths, geography, chemistry, civics, financial literacy, and career guidance. Now, what has to be done? Exactly what you can do is you have got all the planners available to you. You can actually import this in your system, in your school. How can you do? These are the fixed timetable, 9 o'clock to the ending time is 1 o'clock every day, Monday to Saturday, different periods. So just go ahead, select all those things and save it. If in any of the school, you will find out before like any timetable which is available there, which is not matching with what timetable is the last year timetable has been shown, you can go ahead and delete the timetable. How to delete it? Example, I'll just show you. I'm trying to add only for Monday 2 periods and trying to save it. Monday 2 timetables are showing up here. But suppose this is last year timetable. I should go and delete it. This is not required because the timings has been changed. Periods has been changed. What I will do, I will freshly import by clicking on create, selecting all my timetable and add it. So I don't have any flexibility, 9 to 1 straight. So this has been done, right? Now, I am going to the Wednesday routine. What has to be done after you import the timetable? You have to assign who is the mentor for that period or who is the supervisor who is there in the classroom. Because there's a bit lot of advantage if you assign people. Number one, they can also see the resources. They can also join from any place, any time. They can also access. Uh, Suppose a teacher is on leave today and they wanted to join from their home from their ID. They don't have Passim at home, right? So they can log in using their ID password and they will be able to access the mentor time classes also, and they can access the classroom time also. So this allocation is very important to know about what is the lesson plan of the classes. So what need, and this has to be done before you go to the next step. This is very important information. Resource allocation has to be done. Who is the person you are assigning from your school for that particular period? Without this, if you go forward, you will not have option to come back and regenerate it. So make sure this activity you should do it properly, right? So for example, I am trying to do for the Wednesday, this is my Wednesday, allocating some staff member in Wednesday, adding the resource person. I have got a teacher here called Rajvarsha, and role is supervisor because first period, zero period, I am putting a supervisor. So first has been done. Then again, mathematics, add resources, approve. They are the actual mathematics teacher of the school. I have added. Third period, geography, allocated. Who is the person? Aisha. Role, again, it's a geography. So my mentor is there, assigned. Then there is a short break. I don't have to assign anybody. Chemistry, again, it is required. Aisha as a mentor. Save. Now, from where this list is coming, this is coming from the staff data. Okay. Until you generate a staff approval and a staff enter ID, this data will not come. So make sure that the staff, all the staff's enter ID, new staff also, if it's there in the school, make sure their enter IDs are generated. Then that drop down, you will get the name. Now, financial literacy, this is a skill subject. This can be taken by a supervisor in the classroom. It's a 40-minute class. Two skill subjects has been explained. So supervisor number one, and you have got a supervisor number two. Done. Once this process is done, you can always see the information view, who has the people who has done and all those things. So Wednesday, I have assigned the complete people, which is there. And you don't have to do it every day. This is the one-time activity for the project coordinator. Once in a year, they can assign, the beginning of the year itself, they can assign which teacher taking which subject in which day. That assignment should be done because there are four subjects in the carte blanche for G2 has been taken: English, math, science, and social science. And there are 12 skill subjects are been given. So for them, whom you wanted to assign, if you have the data in handy for 8 standard, you can go and map it, right? Once it is done, when you come back to the reallocation next time, you'll come to know that all the other classes is coming as allocate. Allocate means it's still not allocated. But you can see reallocate means already somebody is allocated here for Wednesday schedule. Right. So you'll come to know if something you have missed out, you have not allocated, that also you can easily get to know by this method. Okay. And you wanted to re-verify viewing it, you can view it. You can add more than one people also for that subject. Right. So that also is the benefit for you. You can add multiple people. So if one staff is absent, also other is there. Next is event and holiday. That is again populated by the admin. That is again going to show you here all the events and holiday which is planned for the academic year of 26-27. That is going to be shown here. Right now, it's only reflecting you the last year event, but this is also getting updated. Now, what is going to get updated? That also I'll show it to you. So here you will have okay, I think I have got some. Okay, planner, I think in my computer, I'm not able to get it, but your school have received it already, the planners and other things. So that you should be able to um, see it. This planner will be reflected to you in the portal. Let me see if this is can be seen. Yeah, similar to this, like this planner must have come to you, where you come to know that which day has got weekly holiday, what is the thought of the day, which topic has been explained in which day. For example, this is the example for 1st of July, right? Mathematics has a topic what? Chapter number 1, square and a cube. Geography is a topic, natural resources. Chemistry has a topic, and civics has a topic. Likewise, the financial literacy has a topic, and career guidance has a topic. Same way the topics has been given, and you have got different days was mentioned here. This all days will be part of your portal. That means it will be available in the event and in the schedule also. But also you got a Excel sheet and PDF which look like that, which is available to you, right? So now coming back, planner. Suppose you have completed all the resource allocation, then only you can come to this screen and see that what is been the planner is been given. So example, I am just choosing here 1st of July, 1st of July to 1st of July, such. It shows me all the topics, what is the topic has been planned, what has been available on the 1st of July. Everything has been mentioned here in the planner, right? I can mark attendance and all those things. But most important thing is I can go for the hybrid class scheduler, right? So hybrid class scheduler is the option where you can go and authorize first with the classroom intra ID. Okay, so first time you have to authorize it here. So click on authorize button. It will ask you to enter the password. So example, I think I have received a password here. So we're trying to enter the similar password, or even the intra ID is this one for 8 standard, right? So I will use the 8 standard intra ID and password. But here is a catch. I think I have, this is CBSE school. And for CBSE school, I don't have my uh, password. So let me just reset my password because I don't remember. I'm just sending the mail. Because this ID is different. IN 000ET 0002. That's my ID. This ID I can use it, right? I can use this as a ID. But what is the password? So password should have come to me in the mail of the project coordinator. So this is the password which has come to me. I'll try to copy, go back to the portal, paste it, sign in. Okay, maybe I have reset it. This also errors can come to you. So it is always better to reset first the password if you are not having the. Okay, let me just sign out and sign in. Uh, we'll check this out. I'll just save this password, which has been resetted. But I think there was some problem was there in the resetting the password of Entra ID that my team is also looking into that. That part has been done. But once you enter your right Entra ID and password, okay, suppose you have not changed it, okay, and you remember your Entra ID and password, you will get the success message. Then what next? Return back here and come back to the framework, go back to the hybrid scheduler, and then you get the option of how many schedules are available from the 1st of July to 4th of July. There are 31 sessions is planned to be done. So when you click on schedule, uh, the schedule will take place and meeting generation will be in progress. All 31 session will be scheduled. But important thing here is before coming to the step, make sure the resource allocation you will do it before any time you do the every week you have to do this hybrid scheduler every week. And suppose you're doing the hybrid scheduler every week, you should have the resource allocation done in the beginning itself so that you don't have any changes, any people should not be added later. Because what is this process is doing is it sends a meeting link to all the mentors of the school. Suppose it has not been defined in the beginning, it will not send the meeting link to them. Okay, and system will create a problem. So make sure that you have this resource allocation done and then meeting gets generated. The moment it is generated, then what will happen when you log into the 11-year portal from the class enter ID and the password? Okay, you will find out uh, the classes are well scheduled. Okay, for example, I'll just show you how it is going to work. I am going to 11-year portal, right? This is the knowledge 11-year portal where I am logging from the class ID, but the same portal can be logged in from the student ID password also. So what was my ID of the class? This was my ID. And I am just getting into the portal right here. I'm in here. The moment I sign into the Lavinia portal for a G2 school, you will notice that right now there is no record is showing up. But from July 1st to July 1st, on the day of July, when you search it, you will find out uh, all the topics are well listed here, but it's showing us no class scheduled. Why? Because we have not right now completed the generation process. Once the generation process will come, it will have the button of instructor. It will have the button of mentor. So instruct like last year, instructor, the moment you click, you will be able to watch the session exactly at 9 o'clock, and you will be able to watch the session at like this. You will be able to watch it here. Okay. So that is the one area which you should be able to know this part. So once this is the important process which is pending here in progress, it will get completed. Until that is happening, let's switch to the G1 school. Okay. If I reiterate the G2 school, G2 school has got grade 8. They have to like delete all the last year timetable from their portal, add the new timetable, assign the resources, who is the mentor, who is the supervisor, then nothing else. They should be able to, after that, they should authorize the hybrid class scheduler. From which ID? From the class intra ID only. The class which you have signed in, from that intra ID only, you should be able to authorize it. If that process is done, you will be able to generate the scheduling part. Okay. So class intra ID passwords, even the class intra ID passwords and initial institution admin ID passwords, everything should be well kept in the school system if you have created last time. Okay. So that is the thing, because maybe the resetting option is temporarily disabled, because last time what was happening, many people were trying to disable or reset the password and they forget the password, and that was the creating the problem. But now I think if you are noting out all those things, then we can enable the feature of resetting the password of intra ID also. Okay. Now this is let it happen. Now we go to the G1 school institution. This is the G1 school, ICC. Now, you will notice one thing here. A new feature has been added here called timing. This is not available in the other school. And one more feature has been added here called planner configuration. Right? Planner configuration. Now, what happens here in the planner configuration, if any school wanted to switch the planner, let's say this is G1 school. I'm going to the planner configuration. It gives you the option like request flexible planner. That option is coming to you for a school which is G2 school who wanted to shift to the G1 school in the project. They can have the option of requesting flexible planner. But as I told you that all 199 schools are already been mapped. So for them, what message will be coming up? Those who are approved the school, they will get this messages. If I choose the ICC school and click on planner configuration, it says that your planner change request has been approved. That means you have been moved to the G1 category. So then you will have the option of, only then you will get the option of timing. Okay. What does timing mean? When you click on timing, you'll find out all the timings are mentioned here, right? You can find out here Monday, 9 o'clock to 9:20, all the timings have been mentioned. Okay. I wanted to show you something here, some advantage here. Okay. The timings are mentioned. Now, which all skill subjects G2 school, G1 school is getting it. They get digital literacy, they get financial literacy, they get coding with Minecraft, uh, they get design thinking, they get adolescent healthcare, right? Like this, they're getting the skill subjects. So how they can go and manage it? They have got a class, right? So advantage, you can see it, you will understand few flexibility for the G1 school. If I choose here 8A, click on framework. This timetable was not there in the G1 school. So students are there, right? Timetable right now, the timetable is showing at nothing. What can be done in this case? You can go ahead and click on new. Now, according to the master timetable, Wednesday, first period is thought of the day. Wednesday, last two periods are financial literacy and you have got a career guidance, right? Now you wanted that financial literacy to be done at 9 o'clock morning, the first period itself. That you can set up here by clicking on new button, timing. You can choose here any day you wanted to put the subject, because subjects are also coming in the drop down list, which all subjects are given to you. You don't have access to other subjects. You have only access to approved subjects, which is highlighted here. AI, design thinking, coding, financial literacy, and skill subjects, right? Other subjects are not there for the G1 schools. So in this case, what can be possibility? The possibilities is you can go ahead and I'm just giving a simple example to you. Wednesday, let's say morning 9 o'clock only, I wanted a skill subject. I selected 9 o'clock subject, um, any subject for that matter, right? So maybe the first topic is financial literacy. I can save it. Now, what has happened? Wednesday, first period, financial literacy has been scheduled here. Okay, this you can delete it also. This you can reassign it also by clicking on new. Timing is you don't have time on Wednesday or Wednesday till 1 o'clock. You don't have time. You wanted to assign it at 11 o'clock on Wednesday, or maybe on the Thursday morning you want to do it. Thursday morning, financial literacy can be explained. But one thing is the catch here. The timing you are able to select from the drop down list, correct? You have, when you click it, you have a fixed timetable is coming up from the different days, but you have got a flexibility to choose which timing you wanted to choose it. Again, some schools has come and given us the feedback that they may wanted to conduct the skill subject on their own time. Okay, that means not between 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock and not between this time periods. They may wanted to do it at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, or maybe on the weekends, maybe on the Sunday, or one day in one day itself, they want to do a multiple skill subject. So it's their timetable scheduled, right? So how they are going to do it? For that, G1 school, please see this process clearly. You have the option in the master called timing. With all the fixed timings, you can also create your own timing as per your requirement, right? So you can click on add timing, choose a day, like which day, because you have got six subject, which day you want to fit the subjects as a theoretical subjects, which day you wanted a practical subjects. So you can fix up that all the scenarios. How you'll do it? If I were in your position, I know, okay, maybe Saturday is like good day for me where I can do it. Saturdays I can have dedicated timing between 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I can run 2 to 3 skill subjects on that day. So I click on Saturday. Period is it's a period or break time. It's a period. You are setting up your own timetable. From time, you are defining it here. Maybe 2 p.m. Right? 2 to 20 p.m. This is not part of the carte blanche timing, right? 2 p.m. to 2:20 because it's a 20-minute period of one topic. Then overall period is 40 minutes. So in a classroom, suppose you have a 40 minutes timetable, you can actually have divided into two periods of the skill subject, 20 minutes each. So one timing I'm putting as 2 o'clock to 2:20 on Saturday, saving it. One more timing I'm adding. Just allow me a second. Okay, one more timing I'm just adding it here. On Saturday itself, as a part of a period, time is 2:20, not AM, but PM to 2:40 p.m. Save. And one more timing I will try to add here on Sunday by discussing with the parents community and all those things. I am trying to do at Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. to 4:20 p.m. This is a level of flexibility based on the requirement. Okay, this time is already existing. So I'm just creating at 5 p.m. to 5:20 p.m. Save. I added some timetable in my flexibility. Okay, now what is happening? I'll go back to the master, go back to my classes, go back to my 8 standard, going to the framework of the classes, going to the timetable. Now, Thursday, I have added financial literacy. I can click on new, which time, which date, maybe the Sunday I wanted 4 p.m. The topic which is going to happen is career guidance, or career guidance is not part of them. So slowly, I think many skills will try to enable for the skill. Um, Many skills will be enabled for you, but Sunday I feel the coding can be done between timing 5 p.m. to 5:20. Okay, can you see the level of flexibility? What is given to the G2? So if they have their own classroom timetable, they can fit this skills subject. Okay, there are 6 skill subjects are given, which will take normally 3 periods, because usual period time is 40 minutes, and they can have 20 minutes one period, 20 minutes second period, 20 minutes third period. So you can have the 3 periods where you can have it, or you can, it's all up to you that how you want it to place in your timetable, right? Once this part is done, you can go ahead and assign the resources. Resource allocation still is important. Click on create, and whichever timings you have uploaded, that is coming here beautifully. You can only add the timing and details, and you can start assigning here the resources. You have the option of allocating the resources here. Okay, what is the resources? You can actually assign here the resources. Example, Manish is my supervisor for this class. Okay, during this time, Manish can be also available. Uh, Allocate. Who is the resource? Manish. And resources is supervisor. Save it. Once I do it, I can go to my planner and I can generate the planner for that day, whichever day I wanted to do it. So in the June or in July, from 1st of July to 4th of July, if I wanted to, or 5th of July, I wanted to generate it, I can go ahead and generate it. So your planner gets generated. 2nd July, the class is for financial literacy, 9 a.m. to 9:20. 5th July is the class of coding. And you have one more step extra here for the skill subject. You have the option of connect, right? So you have an option like the connect between the first schedule is coming here, 29 to 5th July. You have two total schedule has been done. You have actually created two total count, right? Two subjects you have assigned, two classes in this duration. So it will display you all the one week schedules for the full year, right? So do it always the week wise. This is a connect option only coming to the G1 schools. So what you can do for the first week, you have schedule count 2 periods, you have done it. So only 2 periods you can click on connect. Do you want to connect? Say yes. Planner will be showing that it is connected. Okay, so once it has been connected for you, it will display a connected device, and then again you can authorize it with the help of uh, the IDs and password. Click on authorize. It is giving you the ID and the password. Again, it has come to you in the mail. So always remember these IDs and passwords for your, what is the 8th standard ID, what is the 9th standard ID. Just keep it everything properly. Click on sign in. First time, if you're doing, you can just change the password the way you want it. Authorization process happens here only, but only two changes. Timetable is one thing, and connect option is the second thing that has to be added in the G1 to add more flexibility. Now, once that part is done, you have done the authorization. It shows that in this week, you can go and schedule it. The moment you click on schedule, in your student's planner, you will only find out the two subjects which you have planned for this week will be listed on that day. The classes can be played, or students can also join the classes from their devices. Okay, in the labs. So in the AV rooms, make sure when you're generating these classes, it should be part of the AV room timetable. Okay, that's the main consideration. You should take it forward. Uh, Between Monday to Saturday, when the students can be called together, put in the classes, and that can be done. So you can actually create the classes, not only eight standard A section, you can define the classes like this. In the classes, you can go and create a new class called 8, 8B section, because A, B, C, D, E section, all the sections are been given the skill subjects under the G1 program. So you can choose here 8 standard hybrid class only you have to choose here. Okay, don't choose the in person. In both cases, don't choose the in person. Then you are choosing here which board you are belonging to. Section is B section, and save it. So this is the B section generated. You can go ahead and select here 8B, view, generate the Lycee ID for B section, generate the intra ID for B section. So B section can have the different intra ID. Both things has been generated. Okay, A, B section has been created. In that section, again, you can go ahead and add the students and make sure that that can be done. So that what will happen is they can watch the sessions in their own time. Also, um, they can watch the sessions. They can see the schedules, what has been planned. So it is, you get the flexibility completely by not combining the classes. You have A, B, C, D sections, and you can actually complete based on the different classes. You can actually create the schedule the way you want it, which is suiting your school requirement, right? Okay, now the last concept is, I showed you all the options: the staff, students, section, class, timing, calendar, planner configuration, when to request what. Intra license, you will have the option of intra license here. License master is showing up here. Exactly, right? So you can see that right now here, the license which is assigned to me is a hybrid license is not assigned right now, because once you get the devices, you have the laptops, then this all license should be required for them, because then the product can be installed and product can be used, right? So right now what we have done is we have given you the Entra license for E means educator and L means students. Okay, so that you can get in the license master. What you can do is make sure that you can go to the license management and bulk assign the license, student license, bulk assign it, and choose the license which you wanted to assign. So example, this is L means learner. So right now, I think there is no students are showing up in this particular example. Okay, 8B, there is no students, so you can change it to the 8A. 8A has got a lot of students. They already have got a by default intra license. L is assigned to them. That is completely fine, no problem. Staff license, there's no licenses assigned for staff. So it will be creating a problem. So what you can do, either you can click on add button from here individually, or you can click on bulk license assignment. So you can select the user which you wanted to assign license and assign E license, intra license E, E means educator, and save it. So your user gets a intra license E of Microsoft, right? Now staff license is done, student license is done, class license also you should see that you have three classes created. All three classes should have the licenses. Now this class don't show the license. 8A don't have licenses. Click on add license here for them also. Classes will get E license. Save it. So make sure that before you roll out the class, license should be there for everybody. intra license L for students, learners, and E for educator and classes. So you should assign the licenses and keep it ready. This will complete your all the preparation which is required. So I think we have gone through the comprehensive portal, understanding that what has been required, what is not required in this portal. So now, at this point, I will share my screen once again. And okay, now I have shared my screen once again. And before we wrap up the session, I definitely wanted to go ahead and take some important questions from the people. If most of the doubts has been clarified, you can always reply back in the chat. If certain things are still pending, that definitely we will take it forward. So I'm giving you some 2-3 minutes time to type your doubts. If it is clear, you must write clear. If it is not clear, you must write it. Then I will read out the doubts and check it out. So some questions which I can read it out, which I have received here is, can we promote the existing students of class 8 and 9, then add new students in class 8, and how many students can we add in the students? So again, as I told you, the every section you can have the cap of 40 students. So yes, you can promote 8 to ninth and 9th to 10th. So 10th class, you can create it and move the ninth standard to the 10th, so that you have got 8 standard empty and you can add the students in the 8. So that is the steps. Second question, if all entries are the same, what is the difference between G1 and G2 program? I think that as I already clarified to you. You must have got the clarity that what is G1 and G2. G2 has got the flexibility of timetable selection, and they have the feature of connecting button, weekly connect button that has been there. Sir, for G1 program has chosen only one class. So only one class has to be uploaded for that or entire school. So you can upload only one class. Okay. APS Raiwala has already uploaded the pics as required in the initial year, as we're supposed to do it again. Yes, definitely. I think this is also, I will quickly answer it to you. You should be able to upload the latest pictures and all the comments, all the requirements, all the communication. You should be posting it here because project managers definitely wanted to look into your problems. Sir, we need to delete the previous year student information from 8 and ninth previously. Why? You don't have to delete it. What you should do is you may create a class and promote the students. And if suppose students are has to be discontinued, you can discontinue the students, but don't delete the students. How do I promote the old classes that I mentioned to you? You have to create a new class and then move the student, transfer students from the previous class to the new class. Can we enroll only 2 sections out of 3 in grade 8, since only 2 sections are okay? 2 sections are already there. Yeah, you can actually create 2 sections or 3 sections or 4 sections, and then you can have the G1 program running. Uh, when the classes are starting. Yes, as you all aware, the 1st of July is the class official starting date. In most schools, summer vacations are going on. School reopens on 13th and 14th July. What needs to be done in that case? So I think that is to be discussed with the right team. Today we are going to discuss about this the portal itself, right? So we had grade 8 in hybrid class and have already promoted to class 9. Now, what we have to do in their data on portal, should we delete it or something else? Kindly clear. You can keep the data there only. There is no problem. You can promote and maintain the data there only. Okay, because ultimately, as you know, that if it's the school is G1 school, they're moved from G2 to G1 and they wanted to do for the 8th standard, but ninth. But next year you may require, we are going with the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So next year you don't have to re-upload data. Keep it in the ninth. It is not harming you. You keep it there. Next year you can promote the ninth to the 10th so that you don't have to re-upload the data and all those things. So keep it there. It will not create any problem to you. Okay. Now I have just answered few questions. Let me just go into the chat to see if any more questions are available. Okay, no time. Okay, Mukesh Kumar, coordinator of Carte Blanche, Usa Martin School, Patna. Okay, announce if class is running online, then that our subject teacher will do in class. What is her role in the school, and if whole work is done by the online class? I think this has been explained multiple times to all of you. See, this is an important question which I can all again clarify from my best knowledge to you. This answers to the Alon's public school. He mentioned that if class is running online, then what our subject teachers will do in the class? Major concern. And I think multiple times our project directors, the teams has explained this point. See, the this project is completely dependent on classroom teachers. If they generates the impact, the project is successful, right? The role of classroom teacher, why we are involved in this entire process is to support the school in this teaching and learning process, just to support it. The technology push, we are trying to do it because what we're trying to do is, example, when you see the classes from tomorrow, you'll find out uh, the first 15 minutes of the classroom is basically the topics which is part of the planner is getting explained. Okay, the what of the topic has been explained. The presentation portion is getting explained to you in very good visuals format, a very nice presentation format. You get a clarity that what is this topic all about. Okay, example, mathematics, cube and cuboid. The illustration, the visuals will help the students to understand the deeper concept about the topic. Okay, to visualize it for 15 minutes. After that, the classroom teacher will take over the class. Okay, their responsibility is huge. Okay, if I tell you from the simple point of view, during the class, after the class, they have doubts, some work supported by the project to the teacher. That means some help has been given. But remaining, the class teachers can involve the students in doubt clarifications, involve practical time. Maximum schools teachers use the blackboard to write the notes on the boards, but this time they involve in their free way of teaching. Okay, they know the subject, they know the area, they know the topic. They can definitely go and implement 21st century skills also in the classroom. They can give them some project, they can clarify their doubts, they can provide them some activity, some worksheet to be done. So it is like more on collaboration learning which a teachers in the classroom can do it, because online you'll not have the collaborations, okay, with the students. So the teachers are playing a big main role in this process. Okay, mentor teachers plays a main role. So their role is not only standing in the classroom and talking to the students, but in many situations, when you think about the situation when it comes to the lockdown situation, some places the heat is there. Sometimes the rainy season is coming in. You have the classes problem. Some places the holidays are there. Still, it teaches, if they have got a devices, they get a device from the project. Each students get a device from the project. What can happen there is a teacher can log in from the devices after the 20 minutes, 15 minutes of instructor time is getting over. These teachers also can take over by joining the link, and there is no disconnect. That is the advantage there. Okay. So I hope that has been clear to Mr. Uh, from the Rayan Public School. Now I'll just quickly see some more question. A request to provide recording video of this meet. Definitely, I think without that, it will be very difficult. I can share the recording as well as I will try to generate a step-by-step guidance document, a single page document, which can be shown, which can be shared with this recording so that you can do it, the process. Okay, can we promote? Okay, that has been clear. That has been clear. Many questions has been answered. I'm just going scrolling down now. Uh, Uh, Tuna Biswal sir has also replied here. Great. He's also available. Prakash Public School, Sangali is also mentioned here. Army School, Bakakote, Prashant Dhar. I think Prashant Dhar's questions is also been uploaded, answered here. Okay, changing or retrieving the password. I think that has been clear. So in case suppose you are facing a biggest challenge in the in changing the password and you have really lost the passwords or details, you already have today we have, that's why we have conducted a morning session today. Okay, we wanted to do it yesterday itself so that you have got enough time. But today morning sessions we created. So you have second half time in case you wanted to get a password reset or something like that, or something help. You may contact the technical team from the tag, the previous CRM department also you can contact, right? So they can internally raise a request to get it resolved. But maximum cases you can I think with this explanation you can actually be able to do it. But you can get in touch with them immediately. They will definitely will be able to help you out with the passwords. Okay, then I think this is what are the skill subject in G1. I think that's very clear. National Public Schools, Mamta School, PASSIM use the Lycee ID or intra ID login. PASSIM should use only intra ID to login. Lycee ID is just identification. Okay, intra ID is only for the logins. Yeah, CBSE school can opt for the G1. Yes. See, we have given the form to for the schools after the Gen Forum that whether you have to opt for the G1 or G2, and many school have requested for the G1, and based on the data we have taken as the final rule, and then we have uploaded it. But still, some school wanted to go for the G1. Any school, they can definitely opt for it. And this is again in your hand. Okay, let me just see that. G1 only eight standard right now. Okay, don't upload the data of the ninth standard for the G1. We will only consider the eighth standard for this year. Okay, so even if suppose a school is having the G2 earlier, they have 8 and 9th and 10th standard data are there, and they shifted to G1. Still, what you can do is you can move the 8 to ninth, ninth to 10th, 8 you make it empty and just work on 8 data. Okay, because we are going to look into the 8 standard only this year. Students, timetable is shown as we create. Timetable is not shown. No timetable is shown when we click on create button. Okay, this is the one of the query which has come from the school. Let me re-verify. Let me show you this part also to clarify this detail. So this one is coming from the Padmavati ma'am. St. Patrick School has also asked like when you need to complete the uploading of students' data. This all should have been done, but in case you have not done, you must do it as early as possible. Since you have flexible model, so you have still time. You can do it, but by watching the recording, you can get it done. So I'm just showing you one more time this process which was asked by the some of the school. Let me re-verify this part, and then we will come back to the question. I think all the questions was already answered. Please reply back if maximum doubts has been cleared. Reply back, please. Okay, now I am going to the portal and show you this part. Now, some teachers have mentioned that they are not able to get the create option, okay, in the timetable. So see, when you go to the first, you verify whether your school is G2 school or G1. Example, you see now, I am CBSE school, okay. I am going to the option called timing. I don't have create button, right? Because you are the G2 schools. G2 school don't have the create button because it's only available to the G1 school. Clear? I hope that doubt has been clear to you. Padmavati ma'am, please reply back. Timetable of G1. Again, I mentioned to you that you can actually have the flexible timetable. Uh, you can set up the timetable. The timetable master timetable is already shared here. This we will be uh, like I think with this like with the session recording when I'm going to share you the session notes. I will try to attach all the timetable recordings and everything. So it has got timetables and planner mentioned that what topics has been which is getting covered, which all dates. So based on that, you can actually set up the timetable by your own. Okay, so that has, let me check if any questions. Okay, APS Ranchi has asked a question here. Only students who are admitted under the hybrid class are supposed to be issued. Lycée IDs. Yes, you can actually issue only to the students who are part of the hybrid classes. That can be issued with the Lycée ID and inter ID both. Students have passed out from the 8th to 9th with their Lycée IDs be regenerated, or what is the process of handling their IDs? You can actually see the students who passed from the 8th to 9th, their Lycée IDs are already carry forward. You don't have to generate for them. That you leave it like that. Okay, that is already, it was already generated last year. It is already moved to the ninth standard. You don't have to do anything for that. Right now, you can focus on the 8th standard. The students who are passed out from the 8th to ninth with the Lycée idea, okay, that's been done. And now there was an issue with the students joining live, due to which online live classes could not be. This time you'll not have the online classes live issue joining, because this time the team is using a different technology altogether. Even if the low internet speed, the streaming of the sessions will take place. So some kind of algorithm has been used this year, so that it will not have the buffering. For we take it consideration because of the low internet speeds in some schools. Share the timetable again. Okay, I will request some of my the team who is there with me today in this panel. I think Shivangani is there. So I will request Shivangani to also put in the chat the timetable and planner in the chat, so that they can have access. And also, as I assure you, after recording, maybe at 2 o'clock, we will share you the recordings with the timetable planners and everything once again. Okay. Can we show the skill classes, all sections in class 8 together in every room? Yes, it's all up to the school's thing. You can do that. Okay, now some school has mentioned that what we'll have to do it tomorrow, because we are starting on July 6th. This is again ICSC school has asked this question. Now see, since you are starting from 6th of July, you are going to set up a timetable for 6th of July. Okay. And you are going to set up, let's say, first day session was on financial literacy as one of the topic. When you set up on the 6th of July, you will be able to you will be able to watch the first day session only. Okay, so you are not missing out anything the previous session. So that is again one of the biggest advantage for our G1 schools. So please take it as an advantage. So whenever you are coming back, you can actually use this part. Great. I think Shivangni has already shared in the chat the link of grade 8, 9, 10th planner has been shared with you. Okay, that is available to you. So in the chat, it has been shared. Please go through it. Now we will come back to the conclusion. I think your time is also important here. We have taken a little bit till 12:30. We had time, but we have taken a little beyond time. Let's come to the conclusion. Some questions has been taken. Now it's all up to you how you're going to take it forward from here. Okay. Now you know that in the Gen Forum time itself, we have got a project managers, okay, which is assigned to take care of your schools, seeing that you not have the issues you are facing it. In case you're facing some issues, they are the point of contact who are helping you out in navigating to the right team who can support you in this process. So region 1 and 2, you know that Miss Sivani Arora madam is there. Her contact email address was already shared with in the emails to everyone. Region 3, Dr. Anu Mishra madam is there. They all are very senior faculties coming from the education background, and they'll take care of your concerns, and they can navigate to the right team. Uh, so to support you, example, password reset. Maybe they'll not be able to do the password set help, but in case some kind of request, some kind of assistance is required, they will be able to definitely navigate to the right team. So these are the people which is there on the screen. Region 4 and 7, Harmeet ma'am is taking care. Region 5, Chandra ma'am. Region 6, Swarupa ma'am. And Region 8, Santala ma'am. Right? Their contacts is given, and we have a central contact help desk, that is again tagconnect at the rate tag.co, with the contact number 813 4 times 9 211. That numbers also you can contact as a central contact numbers. From there, the issues can be navigated to the different department and can be given the solution immediately. Right. So that is the support side of it. Now, I hope you have been benefited out of today's session. Many doubt has been cleared. So if you all spent maybe 1 hour time on a system peacefully, uh, you will be able to do the pending activities in the system properly, right? So with that, assurance, I wanted to stop here the session and wishing all the schools all the best. Hope you got a clarity about G1, G2, whatever we have spoken in the today's session. The agenda of G1 and G2 was covered. 11 year, you have logged in. You can see the access, how it is going to come up. Log into the 11 year with the class enter ID only. So always remember project the institution admin email address, user ID, and password. Class inter ID, username, and password. Everything you should store as a school document. Okay. And keep it. That should be the ideal practice of this project. Okay. So that can solve a lot of problems or lot of issues. Okay. So with that, let me wind up the session. Thank you so much for joining. And we will be wishing you all the best for the things, and kindly wait for the recording and takeaway to come by 2 o'clock. Thank you.